Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to make a leopard gecko. So to start off with my leopard gecko, I want to draw the eye. So starting right about here, I'm going to make a nice eye. Now leopard geckos have a really big eye compared to their head. So starting right here, I'm just going to make a sad face, and then I'm going to make a really tall happy face like this. Now, in the inside of this eye, I'm just going to make a real little tiny sliver, just like that. And I'm going to color it in just a tiny bit. Now, starting at the top of this eye, I'm going to draw a shape that goes all the way around for an eyebrow. And then I'm actually going to draw a shape that goes all the way around the bottom, kind of like his eyelids. Next, I want to make the head. So starting right here just above the eye, I'm going to draw a line that goes out and then just kind of curves down like this. Then starting back here, I'm going to make a line that goes up and just kind of comes down. And then over here, I'm going to draw the spot where the other eye would be. So I'm just going to make a line that goes out and comes down. Then starting up here, I'm going to draw a line that kind of swings out and doesn't go very far. Leopard geckos don't have a very long nose. Then over here, I'm going to draw another little curve for part of the eye. Then this line, I'm going to curve it, and then I'm going to just go real close to the eye. I'm going to go up a little bit and then just back down. Now for the bottom of the mouth. So starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that curves down like this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this line all the way to about here, really close to where my mouth ends. Then I'm going to add a couple little lines back here for the neck of the leopard gecko. And then I'm going to draw a line that goes down like this. Then coming back here, leopard geckos, they have kind of a wrinkly neck. So I'm going to draw a line that kind of comes down. And it's going to go in like this. And then it's going to kind of swoop down right about there. Now I want to come back here and give him a nose. So I'm just going to make a small dot for his nose. And then I'm going to make a little line right around the top of it. Now, coming back to this line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this line down a little bit more, and then I'm going to just curve it up a bit like that. Then starting up here, I'm going to curve this line down, and we're going to start that into his foot. So I'm going to give him some toes. So leopard geckos have about 5 toes on each foot. So I'm going to start with one little curled toe like that. Then these, they're going to go down and they're going to kind of curl up like this. They have some long toes. Just going to add a few more of those. And put a little bit skinnier one there. And then I'm going to draw one that's kind of going this way like that. Then starting back here, I'm going to draw a line that curves up, kind of comes to an elbow. Then it's going to get skinny and then kind of big right about there. Now for the back of the leopard gecko. Starting right here at this line that we drew, I'm going to make a line that goes up, and then it's going to curve back down right about there. Then, kind of following this line that I was drawing, I'm going to make the belly. So I'm going to draw a line that goes up and then down like this. And then I want to make the back leg. So I'm going to start back here, and I'm going to draw a curved line that comes down like this. And then I'm going to make some more of those toes. I'm going to start off with that small, skinny one. Then I'm going to make some of these real long ones that have the curves at the end. Put a little bit shorter one right here. And then I'm going to put a longer one right there. Then this time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight up like this. Then I'm going to add another little line here. And then I'm just going to kind of curve this around like that. Now I want to put another leg over here. So what I'm going to do is starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that comes down. And then I'm going to draw another line that comes down like this. Then I'm going to make those toes once again, make that small one. Make some of these longer ones with those long curls at the end. And make one that's kind of going the other direction. Now for the tail. So what I'm going to do is starting back here by this back leg, I'm going to draw a couple little bumpy lines like this. And then I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to curve it out like this. And then bring it up like this. Make it just a little bit longer. Then starting right here, I'm going to curl this back. And I'm going to make it really wide because leopard geckos have a really fat tail. Then I'm just going to add a couple little lines, curved lines back here like that to show that the tail is kind of bending back. I can actually make some of these a little bit longer. Now that we have the basic outline of our leopard gecko, we're going to want to add some details. So leopard geckos have lots and lots of spots on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of come in here and start drawing some different spots. Now their spots are kind of big, like a leopard would be, and they're not all going to be circular. They're going to kind of be different shapes, kind of think of like jelly bean shapes. I always kind of think of leopard spots as kind of like letter C's and different things like that. So I'm just going to come in here, I'm going to put lots of different spots. You want to make sure that you leave space between all these spots. The spots should not be touching each other. And you want to kind of fill them in all over. I'm going to start drawing some of these without filling them in. So now that I have all of my spots drawn, what I want to do is I want to add a few little extra details in here. So like I said, leopard geckos, they have lots of little wrinkles and different things on them. So I'm just going to add some different lines in here. These different long lines that are different lengths, just to kind of add some wrinkles. I'm going to draw a little line up here, just to kind of show where his head is. And then I'm going to draw a couple like broken lines around here, just to show where some more detail is. Now on the belly, I want to put some more of these lines that are just different lengths, and they just kind of show where his body might be bending, where there's wrinkles in his skin. And then I definitely want to put some of these on the tail. I want to make some of these real tall, because leopard geckos have lots and lots of texture on their tail. I'm also going to put some coming from the other side. Just like that. Now, leopard geckos, they have lots of scales and they're really, really bumpy. So some ways you can do that is you can just take your marker or your pencil, whatever you're using, and you could draw like little tiny C's on there or little tiny U's all over the body. and that will just kind of give it a little bit of a textured look. You could also take your marker and just do little dots. So I'll add some little details onto the leopard gecko. You can always add some down here too. And then also you can take your marker or whatever you're doing and you can make some little tiny bumps on the edge or outline of your picture. And that will kind of make it look like he's got those little scales all over. That's a good technique to definitely do on the tail, just to kind of make it look like it's a little bit more realistic. Like it's bumpy, we don't want it to look really smooth. So, there you go. There is your drawing of a leopard gecko. I'm going to start coloring this and fast forward. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.